We've got a visit from Tony Lloyd, the Police and Crime Commissioner, and his deputy. They're coming to talk to us because we're a reporting centre for hate crime. Disabled people reporting issues where they've been picked on for their characteristics or their vulnerability. Anyone who's picked on because of a particular characteristic would come under a hate crime. And the police are very robust in their response to it now.
I got the taxi to the doctors. Now, there was no meter and there was no identification that he was actually a taxi driver. I went out on Saturday night. Instead of getting a taxi back, I got the bus because I felt safer. I'm just going to tell the police about what happened because people shouldn't be frightened of getting taxis.
One of the real issues that does occur rather sadly from time to time is that people will take the ills of their own life out on people with disabilities. Now, that can never be right. Disability hate crime is a real issue in our society. People who vary in the level as to how vulnerable they are, but vulnerable people shouldn't be victims and shouldn't be made to feel like victims. Me listening to people's stories is an important part of the role I've got because we have to tackle it.
People, most of the time, are not even aware that there's a hate crime, and what they're doing is actually picking on someone who's vulnerable. They're completely oblivious to it. A complaint or a comment from a visit from a local police officer certainly gets their attention and makes them realise what an impact they can have on people.
In a society like ours, where we pride ourselves on not being civilised, saying that we want to stop those extremes has got to be right. But actually, in a decent society, let's care for each other. And if people have vulnerabilities that I don't have, then let me use my strength to protect them. If people have ways of life that I don't share, let me use my human decency to work with them. That's what a good society ought to be about.